Welcome back to another episode of Shit Boxes or Best Builds. I mean, technically some of these shit boxes are best builds and some of these best builds are shit boxes. So we'll go take a look at some of this. This one over here is called the Glass Majestic Lakeside build. And it is by Wash Oi. Let's just zip over there and take a quick peek, shall we? Oh no. I'm over encumbered. Whatever could have caused that? That's right, I just finished a, what do you call it? An event here. Let's go ahead and drop off some crap. Actually, no, let's do it a different way. Let's go with the old-fashioned way, and we'll just eat our problems away so that we can play Fat American Simulator. And, you know, we'll be fine. Fat American Simulator is a great game. I highly recommend it to all of you guys. Just gotta remember to cook the last piece of the Deathclaw steak that I'm carrying. And then go over here to drugs and take just one of these. Should have enough. And we'll go to the trading post first. Offload the crap that's in my inventory so that I won't have to play Fat American Simulator for long. If you didn't know, the trading post has a vendor here. It has a load of other items that are available if you need a place to process materials when you're down in this region. Also has a little story associated with it, like any location.
Oh,
and
Wesley, if only you weren't such a lazy bones. My tune-up is way overdue now.
By the way, Wesley
You're
is
looking rather
dead.
parched. Why not buy some of our locally sourced water, freshly boiled?
Because this bot has been boiling toxic water and it's not getting all the crap out of it. Because he doesn't have the filters. And poor Wesley drank some of it and, well, he's now paid the price of the death by poop burglar, basically. Poor Wesley. Anyway, let's go down here to this Glass Majestic build. We'll take a look at the pictures first. It looks like it's one of those that wraps kind of around the waterfall and gives you a little bit of the interior. What we shall see. I never know, honestly, about these pictures because I've gone to so many of these damn things so far, and full on half of them, the pictures don't even match the build that I go to. It's like the person has continued to build on it or alter it, which is fine. I totally get that. But just re-upload your damn pictures. Where is this place? There it is. There's the camp module. Here's the Rainstorm.
Collect and store.
Like I said, they built it pretty much around the waterfall and took into account at least that. Got a follower here. It's a bit of a collections camp. If they would raise their floor about, I don't know, not much. It's like 2 pixels is all it needs to be raised. So basically 2 clicks up and it would be, you wouldn't have this texture issue at all. The reason that I say that is I have a camp that is a boat, and I had to do that for the floor in there. Alright. And then our vendor is in here. So we gotta make it shady. And the diving suit, which is kind of cool. I just used that in one of my builds recently. But this place is not horrible, but it's not really good either. It's kind of just average. Like I said, it needs to come up a few... Get the hell out of the way. A few pixels. Basically the height of a floor piece. And there's plenty of room to work with here. It's just... I get what they're doing. It's basically just a warehouse. It's showing off all their shit. There's nothing really spectacular about it. It doesn't really do anything beyond that. If I was rating it as a camp to rate, it would rate about a 3. The best part about it is it shows that the person that is playing this game is a collector and a completionist, because I mean that bone thing right there is a pain in the butt to get all the pieces for. But yeah, it's not really that good. It really isn't. It's not. It, like most of the best builds out there, usually need a little bit of extra work. Way more than is shown. Now, secluded Cranberry Bog Homestead build. We'll go up there and check it out, as you can see. And this is Glinda Hughes. She's from Croatia, by the way. I met her yesterday at this build, while she was on server, and ironically, now I get to see one of her builds in my world without her with it, which is kind of weird. She's new to the game. She's only been playing for about 2 months. She's already put a lot of money into it, as you can tell by some of the items that are floating around it. She's gone to a lot of trouble to learn how to build in this game, which is something that I think more people should probably do if you want to actually build in here and make things that look cool. But if you just want to build stuff that's, you know, garbage, you can do whatever. But she learned to merge items and how to build her own stairwell, which is mostly functional, and how to build out all of this stuff. I mean, check it out. Merging that book down is a pain in the butt. And there's an easy way to do it, by the way. But I'll save that for another day. She learned how to stack stuff underneath the stairs. She has gone to a lot of trouble to learn to... And this is one of the few that I am going to like. Because like I said before, I've actually met the person that built it. And it's well worth the like. I mean, she merged down... She does not have access to the checkerboards herself. So the way that she wound up getting stuff to sit on tables is she wound up having to ask friends to come by and drop her like 30 checkerboards per camp so that she'd have things to use for displays. Now this is just kind of sad, but oh well. I don't think she's ever really done Fosnock on her own yet. But she does have a few of them. I mean, it's a nice, well-built little camp. The only problem with this camp is it continually gets attacked. And that's mainly because there's a fisher site right there in front of us. But, I mean, overall, if I was going to this camp and it was in the real world and I wasn't looking at the best build, which I didn't tell her this, by the way, I would probably rate this somewhere around an 8 to a 9. And this is a new builder. This is not somebody that's been building for a long time. But the reason why I would rate it so high is because she tried so hard to make it look like it belonged here, like it was something that someone would actually have. I mean, from the fences to the Brahmin, you know what I mean? It just looks good. Great work, by the way. If you actually see this. Great work. Alright, one more and then I'm done with this little bit. Ah, there we go. That one should be good. 369 build. Oh my god, this is either an ancient build or somebody with a lousy sense of photography. So that is my flying camp that used to be on top of Seneca Rock. I took it down because I was working on, well, to be honest, I didn't use it enough. And I can rebuild it in like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours if I had to. Alright, so I am stuck in a foundation. Just like Vanna White. Yep. By this point in her career, Vanna White has been placed into the foundation of some building. Because she's the concrete that holds things together. Now let's see where we're at. So we are near enough to Flatwoods that you can see it right there. They have guns out and turrets to deal with the impending doom that will follow. 2 prefabs, the shrine to Harambe, which I think is funny because I actually live in the city where Harambe was killed at, and nobody here gives a shit about Harambe anymore. But people online in other countries and from around the world think it's a horrible thing that happened to that gorilla because he wanted to raise that child better than the parents did. Can't deny that either. He really didn't deserve to die for
again.
that.
Interesting.
But I understand why they killed him. They can't risk it.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever.
So
Just why?
you have a workroom in one with a few minor decorations. You have your Harambe shrine, your cannon, a few odds and ends floating around here.
These gems.
I think it's funny that they have a cooking place right here when they went to all the trouble of building something that has pretty much every other bench they have in it. A vendor that is built out of a garage that was probably once a restaurant. And they are right near the spawn location for where one of the random spawn locations for the Wanderer, which is right over here. Yep. It's here. But on a scale of 1 to 10, this place would, in all honesty, only rate like a 3 to a 4 at best. It really doesn't have any style or anything that makes it awesome, and the Harambe thing is kind of worn out and old.
Back. I would rather find some psycho.
So, yeah. I still wish they would change this particular Protectron's cycle to where when he goes crazy and he starts complaining about wanting to set stuff on fire, he did. He should set the camp on fire if it is horrible. Kind of like this one. I miss Nuclear Winter because I miss jumping off the top of that bridge without power armor and not having acrobat gear on and still being able to live thanks to goat legs. If you know what I'm talking about, that was a fun time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I feel for you. But this has been Ren for Wasteland Games, and contest is running right now, the 6.0 version, which is basically build any camp that you like for themed for any holiday that you like, submit it to the Discord or send me a link requesting me to come record your camp if you need that. I can do it for PlayStation, and I should be able to do it for PC without a problem. Unfortunately, Xbox is not one of the systems that I currently have. So, anyway, you guys have a good time. Report any bugs that you find. It's the only way they ever get fixed. If there's enough reports, they will eventually fix everything. In theory. Or they will just tell us all to piss off and shut down the game.
Is a downgrade
In theory.
from killing people for Rose.
So, but I doubt they're going to do that because they make too much damn money on this game overall from all of us. The building community especially, because we buy things like prefabs and build kits and reskins of this and reskins of that. I mean, we're horrible when it comes to not making them feel, well, feeling remorse, because we tend to open our wallets quite frequently without thinking about it too much. But anyway, you guys have a good time. Have fun with the game as much as you can. Submit to the camp contest if you like. And I said any holiday that includes things like St. Patrick's Day or Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, 4th of July. I mean, you name it. If it's a holiday and you can tell me what it is in the description to your video or in your video itself, if I can figure out what it is, then we're golden. So, anyway, have fun. Talk to you later. Enjoy.